Kindle publishing myths that cost you sales every single day. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I am an extremely successful Kindle publisher. In January of this year, I made over $11,000. So I know what I'm talking about. So let's talk about these myths that I see perpetuated on various forums and various Kindle Facebook groups. Now, the first one is that you have to have the most reviews. And if you don't have the most reviews for that keyword, then no one's going to buy your book. This is absolute BS. As long as you have a decent number of reviews, meaning if the number one book in your keyword has 100 reviews and you have 40, you can still sell a good amount of books. If you've got a captivating title that actually solves a problem, and if you've got a really good book description that addresses the buyer's wants and their needs, then you can compete against a book with way more reviews than you. I mean, there's books in keywords that have 10 reviews that sell huge numbers. So you don't need to go out and get 60, 70, 80 reviews for one book. It's going to cost you a lot of money and it's not really going to do anything. Okay, let's go to number 2. The second one is that your book has to be really, really, really long. I see people talking about getting 20,000 word books, 30,000 word books. You don't need to. As long as you actually solve problems, then a 10,000 word book is going to be completely fine. Now, this myth came about because 4 or 5 years ago, people were putting out 4,000 word books, 5,000 word books, and they were complete trash. Because if you buy a paperback and you get a 25-page pamphlet, then you're going to be outraged and you're going to leave a negative review. But then people took this too far and went the other way. And now people are suggesting that you have 25,000 word books. Whereas if you just focus on solving a problem, 10,000 words will be fine. I mean, I have one book that's maybe 7,000 words and still sells really well because it actually solves a problem that people in that market have. And the third myth, this is one of my favorites, the myth of you have to have the best cover. Now, the best cover is an extremely subjective thing. I mean, I could think all my covers are the best, but then my competitors will think all their covers are the best. And the thing with the book cover is it only has one job, and that is to make your book stand out against the competition. All your book cover is the same as the front cover of a magazine. All it's got to do is make people click on the link and see what's inside. And that's where your book description comes in, which is far more important. So this myth of the best cover, which leads to people spending huge amounts of money on a cover, when most of the time a $5 cover is more than enough, as long as it's got something to do with the market, and as long as it's eye-catching enough, meaning it's not the exact same as all the other books in that keyword, then that cover is going to do good enough for you. So if you are interested in learning the techniques that some of the most successful self-publishers today are using right now, then there's only one course I'd recommend for that, and that's Emeka Osai's self-publishing blueprint course, of which I am a member, and the link is in the description. So I'll see you there.